The Glacion Thomas and here with my Season 10 layout for Tales of the Wood Northwestern Railway. And we'll start where Thomas is at Farquhar, which is right next to the Knapford Orchard in Knapford. This line comes back this way to where Bertram and Toad are with the freight train in the mountain tunnel. Paxton's right there at the station. These two lines come this way, and so then it comes up into here. That line goes off that way toward two Knapford platforms, and two come this way to Knapford Sheds. And this is the Knapford coach yard, so all the coaches from Knapford can be placed here to be taken wherever they need to go. So this right here is Kelsthorpe Road, and then we're going to follow this track right here, which goes to Dryon, where Wilford and Harold are. Fergus is at the water tower, and this track comes this way to a T-switch, and that goes back to Knapford. The other line from Knapford coming this way comes to this switch, to right here where Coldy and Sampson are, and then this track wraps around this way up over onto the bridge. Now Sampson's line comes back this way to where Freddie is at Crovan's Gate, which goes back under the bridge over here. And then this line comes this way toward Gordon's Hill. And then Luke is at Ellsbridge Station, which part of it is on the ground, part of it is on the bridge. There's a four-way switch here. One track goes to a set of sheds, one track heads up this way, and the other comes back to Gordon's Hill, where there's a gathering of engines, including Sir Handel with a special train for the 10th season anniversary. We follow Henry's line from the top of Gordon's Hill, goes down to Tidmouth Station, and into Tidmouth Sheds, where a bunch of engines are. We follow this line back this way, and it comes to where Wellsworth is, just behind these sheds. And this line, there's a bit of congestion here, to Vicarstown Station. This line up this way comes all the way up to Ballyhoo, but if we follow Duck's line back here, it goes up to Ulfstead Castle, which connects to a shed and goes over there back to Gordon's Hill. This line comes to Hatch Street Crossing, and there's a reference to a TWR episode here, so point to the comments if you get that. The big four-way switch is connected by this bridge, which cars can go under. And then Daylight is waiting for clearance as these engines are shunting here. One track comes this way and the other goes this way to where Norrumby is. And there's Molly with the freight train, and her line comes to this signal box, which goes back to Sir Handel's track. Now, if we follow this line, it takes us to Brendam Docks and Brendam Station, where Salty and Gator are. This line comes this way to where Percy is, and there's the special edition engines over the Vicarstown Bridge, or over the Vicarstown Bridge, which is not near Vicarstown, to Barrow. So, come this way, and it leads us to Marin Station, and Oliver is running a service of an auto train. Now, Skarloey's line comes to a siding where Mike is, and it comes back this way to this line where Sydney is that connects to the bottom part of Gordon's Hill. These two lines come this way, and they split off, but they are both at Kirk Ronan Station, and come this way. This line just follows the coast and heads inland right here. And this is the line auto train services run on. There's Bash and Dash and Rosie on the bridge. These tracks come down on the other side of Henry's Tunnel to Suttery. Really like what I did with that here. And there's multiple mainline tracks, platforms. And this comes over here to the quarry / clay pits. Toby's at the yard office and where the workmen are dropped off. And there's a siding there. One over here as well. Trains can come all the way through the quarry. Depending on the way they come, they may have to backtrack. And they're a very tight track work in the quarry, so large engines are generally not permitted. This line from where Emily is comes this way back under the mountain tunnel, and the line through it comes right over here to where Bertram is, and also back to where Billy is. And that is the Season 10 layout. Hope you all enjoyed.